Today we're going to talk about lack of time. There are many different sources of pressure individuals face at work to get the job done. Time, or the lack of it, is a major driver in whether or not workers feel that they need to rush to get a job completed. It is important to plan work accordingly to avoid having to rush work tasks. So, what are some of the sources of time pressures on the job? There are many reasons why there's not enough time to get work done, or at least the perception that there's the lack of time. Some reasons to consider are poor pre-planning. A lack of planning is a major factor in whether or not employees have to rush to get work done. Poor pre-planning leads to a huge number of issues on the job and often results in safety-related shortcuts. Also, unrealistic deadlines. Related to poor pre-planning, unrealistic deadlines put unnecessary pressure on workers to perform. When deadlines force workers to rush, incidences and injuries are bound to occur over time. Also, there's weather. Weather can throw a huge curveball at production schedules in the construction industry. When weather is not something we carefully consider, both in the short and long term, major issues and setbacks can arise for everyone involved. So, what are some best practices to avoid time-related issues? Proper pre-planning is critical to all work. Planners should evaluate new work tasks well ahead of the actual work any crew needs to complete. This should include evaluations for both safety and production issues. The hazards of the work need to be reviewed as well as any mitigation actions necessary for those hazards. Any extra safety equipment or training needs to be provided prior to the work beginning. From a production standpoint, proper pre-planning considers what tools, materials, equipment, personnel, time, and other things of that nature are necessary to complete the project. Having all of these items in line prior to work beginning allows for a much smoother work process. After pre-planning is complete, everyone should be on the same page about how much time is necessary to complete the project. Management should set realistic goals, and everyone involved in the work should understand them. When planning the time allotment for the work, setbacks, weather conditions, or other issues should be part of the overall considerations. Many times, time pressures occur unnecessarily. A lack of time to get a job completed can lead to workers taking shortcuts, which leads to additional exposure to risk. Proper time allotted for tasks allows workers to ensure the proper safeguards are in place before a work task begins. When the individuals work together to properly pre-plan and carry out tasks, the job goes a lot smoother. Avoid time pressures through proper pre-planning and setting realistic expectations for getting work tasks completed.